Hello everyone, welcome to IB Math Solution. Today we'll be solving some problems on sets and Venn diagrams, and we'll solve exercise 2H. Let's start with question number 1, which says Pele has 14 KVs as pets. 5 have long hair and 8 are brown. 2 are both brown and have long hair. So let's first draw a Venn diagram. Part A says place this information on a Venn diagram. So suppose the KVs with long hair is denoted by L. The KVs that are brown is denoted by this letter B. Now we know 2 KVs are both brown and have long hair. That means 2 will come over here. Now the total number of KVs, that is the universal set, is 14. So we know this is 14. And 5 KVs have long hair. So this circle contains 5 KVs, out of which 2 we have already written. So remaining are 3. And 8 are brown. 8 KVs are brown, out of which 2 we have already written. So the remaining 6 will come here. Now we know in this universal set there are 14 KVs, out of which 6, 2 and 3, that is 11, we have already written. That means the remaining 3 out of those 14s will come here. Now the question says place this information on a Venn diagram. So this is part A. Now part B says hence find the number of KVs that do not have long hair. So everything outside this red circle will be the answer, that is 6 plus 3. Number of KVs that do not have long hair is going to be 6 plus 3, that is 9. Have long hair and are not brown. That means number of elements in L but not B, that is going to be 3. Are neither long haired nor brown. That means number of elements in L prime intersection B prime, that is going to be this number 3. That is our answer. Let's move on to the next question. During a 2-week period, Muriel took her umbrella with her on 8 days. So this is supposed to be our universal set 2-week period, and the number of days in 2 weeks are 14. So number of elements in U is 14. Muriel took her umbrella with her on 8 days. So the number of elements when we have umbrella, let's write it UMB, because U we have already taken for the universal set. This is going to be 8. Therefore UMB is this one, and it rained on 9 days. Number of days when it rained is 9. And Muriel took her umbrella on 5 of the days when it rained. Therefore, number of days when it rained and she had umbrella with her, that is going to be 5. Now this is the set for rain, and we know from this intersection part this is going to be 5. This is going to be 8. So this set UMB, so the number of elements in this set UMB is going to be 8, and 5 we have already written. Therefore, remaining 3 will come here. Similarly, the number of days when it rained is 9, and out of those 9 we have written 5 already. Therefore, the remaining 4 will come over here. And we also know that there are 14 days in this universal set, and 5 plus 4 plus 3, that is 12, we have already written. So 14 minus 12, that is 2, is going to come here. Now the question asks, display this information on a Venn diagram. So this is part A, we have already done. Part B says, hence find the number of days that Muriel did not take her umbrella and it rained. So the number of elements where UMB prime intersection rain is going to be rain but not umbrella. That is going to be 4. Part 2 says, Muriel did not take her umbrella and it did not rain. Number of elements or number of days where umbrella prime intersection rain prime. That is going to be this part. That is 2. That is our answer. Let's move on to the next question. A badminton club has 31 playing members. 28 play singles. So this part is for singles. And 16 play doubles. And this set is for doubles. How many play both singles and doubles? So we know the number of elements in this universal set is 31. The number of elements in singles is 28. And the number of elements in doubles is 16. Now here we know that the club has 31 playing members. That is either singles or doubles or both. So this part, this section, this region is going to be 31 players. And in the universal set we are also taking the playing members, so this universal set will also be 31. So from here we can say that the number of members who neither play singles nor play doubles is 0, because it is a set of playing members only. This universal set is the set of playing members only. Therefore, either they play singles or they play doubles, they all will fall in this region, and hence nothing will fall outside this region. So from here we can say the number of elements in the universal set is equal to the number of elements in S union D, right? And we also know this is equal to 31. And from the formula, that number of elements in S union D is equal to the number of elements in S plus the number of elements in D minus the number of elements in S intersection D. So we can say this value from here is 31 and this value from here is 28 and this value from here is 16 minus n of S intersection D. So the number of elements in S intersection D is 28 plus 16 minus 31. So this is going to be 13. And the question is asking how many play both singles and doubles. So singles and doubles both is played by 13 members. So this is going to be 13 and this is our answer. Let's move on to the next question. In a factory, 56 people work on the assembly line. 47 work day shifts and 29 work night shifts. How many work both day shifts and night shifts? So this set is day and this set is night. We know the number of people in the universal set is 56. The number of people in the day shift is 47 and the number of people in the night shift is 29. Here we also know if a person is neither working in the day shift nor working in the night shift, that means he is not working at all and hence he will not be an employee there. Therefore, the number of people in a factory that are not working is always going to be 0. And we can also say that number of people in the universal set is same as the number of people in the day shift union night shift, right? This is like the previous question. So, and we know this number is 56, and from here if we apply the formula that says the number of elements in day shift union night shift is equal to the number of people in the day shift plus the number of people in the night shift minus the number of people in day intersection night shift. By substituting the values, we get 56, 47, 29 and this intersection part. Now solving this equation, we get the number of people in the day and night both shifts is going to be 47 plus 29 minus 56. So that is going to be 20. 20 people are there that work both day and night shift. Let's move on to the next question. There are 38 stalls in a marketplace. 21 stalls sell food, 14 stalls sell craft, and 7 stalls sell neither food nor craft. Therefore, we can directly say that this number is 7. And the number of elements in the universal set is 38. The number of elements in food stall is 21. And number of elements in the craft set is 14. Now, find the number of stalls which sell both food and craft. Therefore, first, we know the number of elements in the universal set is equal to the number of elements in F union C plus the number of elements in F prime intersection C prime. So that is going to be 38 is equal to number of elements in F union C plus 7, which is going to be number of elements in F union C is equal to 38 minus 7. That will be 31. So now we know the number of elements in F union C. So applying another formula, that is the number of elements in F union C is equal to the number of elements in F plus the number of elements in C minus the number of elements in F intersection C. Now this number we know that is 31. this number is 21, this number is 14, minus number of elements in F intersection C. So the number of elements in F intersection C is going to be 21 plus 14 minus 31. So that will be 4. Now we know this region is 4. So this was part A. Part B is going to be food or craft, but not both. So that is going to be number of elements in F but not C, plus number of elements in C but not F. Now we need to calculate this and this. From the question we know the number of elements in F is 21 and we have written 4 already. So this region is going to be 17. Similarly, the number of elements in C is 14. So this is 14 and 4 we have already written. Therefore, this region is going to be 10. Now, putting these values in this formula, we know this is going to be 17 and this is going to be 10. So the answer is going to be 27. Let's move on to the next question. From the selection of 86 movies on a plane, Sandra has seen 13 and Robert has seen 14. So let's say this region is for Sandra and this region is for Robert. 69 of the movies have been seen by neither. So 69 will come over here. So we know the number of elements in S prime and R prime is 69. We also know the number of elements in the universal set is 86. So we can say from the formula that number of elements in the universal set is equal to the number of elements in S union R plus the number of elements in S prime intersection R prime. This region is over here and this region is outside this. Therefore, this whole thing will combine to make the universal set. So can we write the universal is 86. The number of elements in S union R is 69. Therefore, the number of elements in S union R is going to be 17. Now from this from the question we know the number of elements in S is equal to 13 and the number of elements in R is equal to 14. And we know the number of elements in S union R is going to be the number of elements in S plus the number of elements in R minus the number of elements in S intersection R. So from here we know this is 17, this is 13, this is 14 minus number of elements in S intersection R. This is going to be the number of elements in S intersection R is equal to 13 plus 14 minus 17. This will be 10. So this part is 10. Now can we say if this part is 10 and this whole part, this whole region is 13, so this region will be 3. And this whole region is 14 and this region is 10, therefore this region will be 4. So this is part A. Now for part B, Robert but not Sandra. That is going to be the number of elements in R but not S. R but not S. That is going to be 4. Let's move on to the next question. In a year, group of 63 students, that is, the number of elements in the universal set is 63. 22 study biology. So B. The number of students in biology is 22. 26 study chemistry. Therefore, this has to be chemistry, and the number of students in chemistry is 26. And 25 study physics. Let this set be for physics, and number of students in physics is equal to 25. Now the question says 18 study both physics and chemistry. So the number of students in physics and chemistry both is 18. 4 study biology and chemistry. Biology and chemistry is 4. 3 study both physics and biology. Physics intersection biology, that is 3. 1 student studies all 3 subjects. So the number of students in physics, chemistry and biology is 1. So we start from the deepest level of intersection, that is intersection of 3. So from here, P intersection C intersection B is this part. This comes under all the 3 sets. Therefore, we can write this 1 over here. Now we move on to physics intersection chemistry, that is this part. Physics intersection chemistry has 18 students, out of which 1 we have already written. That means 17 remain in this part. Biology intersection chemistry has 4 students. So biology intersection chemistry is this part, and it has 4 students, out of which 1 we have already considered. Therefore, 3 will come over here. Physics intersection biology has 3 students. Therefore, this part, this region has 3 students, out of which 1 we have already written. Therefore, this region will have only 2 students. Now, the number of students in biology is 22. That means this red circle has 22 students, out of which 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is 6 students we have already considered. So 22 minus 6, that is 16, will come over here. Chemistry has 26 students, out of which 17 plus 3 plus 1, that is 21, we have already considered. So 26 minus 21 is 5, and that will come over here. Now physics has 25 students, out of which 17 plus 2 plus 1 we have already considered. That is 20. Therefore, 25 minus 20, the remaining 5 students will come over here. Now we know there is a total of 63 students. 63. So the number of students in this part, what will that be? So the number of students in neither B nor C nor P is going to be number of students in the universal set minus this whole region. That is going to be the number of students in biology union chemistry union physics. So this will be the number of elements or the number of students in the group, that is 63, minus the number of students in all the three sections, in all the three subjects. That is going to be 16 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1 plus 17 plus 5, which is, let's calculate it over here, 16 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1 plus 17 plus 5 is equal to 49. So this number is going to be 49, and hence this whole calculation will become 14. So 14 will come over here. Now the question is asking us to display this information on a Venn diagram in part A. So we have done this. B says, how many students study biology only? So the number of students in biology only is going to be this number, 16. The part 2 says physics or chemistry. Therefore, physics is this part, chemistry is this part. So physics or chemistry will contain this whole region, the union of physics and chemistry. So this will be physics union chemistry, which is going to be 3 plus 5 plus 1 plus 2 plus 17 plus 5, and this number is going to be 3 plus 5 plus 1 plus 2 plus 17 plus 5. This is going to be 33. Subsection 3 says none of biology, physics or chemistry. So this is going to be this number. That is 14 is our answer. Or rather, we'll write the number of elements in P prime intersection B prime intersection C prime is going to be 14. Now subpart 4 says physics but not chemistry. Physics but not chemistry. Chemistry is this part. Therefore, this is going to be the number of students in physics but not chemistry. That is 5 plus 2. 7 is the answer. Let's move on to the next question. 36 students participated in the mid-year adventure trip. So the universal set has 36 students. 19 students went paragliding. So paragliding has 19 students. 21 went abseiling. So the number of students in abseiling is 21. And 16 went whitewater rafting. Therefore, let's say number of students in rafting is 16. Now 7 went abseiling and rafting. Therefore, A intersection R is 7. 8 went paragliding and rafting. So paragliding intersection rafting is 8. And 11 went paragliding and abseiling. Number of students in paragliding and abseiling is 11. 5 students did all the 3 activities. So number of students in paragliding intersection abseiling intersection rafting is equal to 5. Now let's draw the Venn diagram for it. So this is paragliding, this is abseiling, and this is rafting. Now we know the intersection of all three is 5, so 5 will come here. The intersection of A and R is 7. A and R is this part, and it has 7 students, out of which 5 is already written. Therefore, remaining 2 will come over here. P intersection R has 8 students. P intersection R has 8 students. This region has 8 students, out of which 5 have already been considered. Therefore, remaining 3 will come over here. P intersection A is 11. P intersection A is this region, and that has 11 students, out of which 5 we have already written. So remaining 6 will come over here. Now P has 19 students. P has 19 students, out of which 6 plus 5 plus 3, that is 14, we have already written. So remaining 5 will come over here. A has 21 students, out of which 6 plus 5 plus 2, that is 13, we have already written. So remaining 8 will come over here. R has 16 students, of which 5 plus 3 plus 2, that is 10, we have already written. So remaining 6 will come over here. Now universal set has 36 students, and let's solve the question. Find the number of students who went paragliding or abseiling. Therefore, number of students paragliding or abseiling. This is going to be paragliding or abseiling. So the union of P and A is going to be 5 plus 3 plus 6 plus 5 plus 8 plus 2. So 5 plus 3 plus 6 plus 5 plus 8 plus 2 is 29. Therefore, this is 29. Part B says only went whitewater rafting. So only R is 6. Therefore, this is number of students in R but not in P and not in A. So this is 6. Part C says did not participate in any of the activities mentioned. Therefore, the number of students in P prime intersection A prime intersection R prime is going to be the number of students in the universal set minus the number of students in P union A union R. This is going to be 36 minus, now P union A union R is going to be 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 6, and this term, let's calculate this term, 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 6 is 35. So this is going to be 36 minus 35 or 1. So this area has only one student. Now D did exactly 2 of the activities mentioned. Exactly 2 of the activities means this part, and this part. So the number of students in exactly 2 activities is going to be 3 plus 6 plus 2. 3 plus 6 plus 2, that is 11. let's move on to the next question. There are 29 students in the woodwind section of the school orchestra. So the number of students in the universal set is 29. 11 students can play flute. So number of elements in F is 11. 15 can play clarinet. So number of students in C is 15. 12 can play saxophone. So number of students in S is 12. Now 4 can play flute and the saxophone. Number of students in F intersection S is 4. 4 can play flute and clarinet. So the number of students in F intersection C is 4. And 6 can play the clarinet and the saxophone. The number of students in C intersection S is equal to 6. Now 3 students can play none of the 3 instruments. So the number of students in F prime intersection C prime intersection S prime is 3. And on this Venn diagram we can represent this 3 over here. The number of elements in the universal set is equal to the number of elements in F union C union S minus the number of elements in F prime intersection C prime intersection S prime. What does this mean? This means that total number of students in this universal set is going to be the number of students in this part, in this region, which is called union of all three, and this is going to be plus, and the number of students in the part where the student plays none of the instruments, which is this part. So this we know 29 is equal to this, we have to calculate, and this we already know, that is 3. So the number of students in the union set F union C union S is going to be 26. That we also know there is a formula that says the number of elements in A union B union C is equal to the number of elements in A, the number of elements in B, plus the number of elements in C, minus the number of elements in A intersection B, minus the number of elements in B intersection C, minus the number of elements in A intersection C, plus the number of elements in A intersection B intersection C. Now using this formula, if we write all the numbers, this term is 26, this term is 11, this term is 15, this term is 12, this term AB, that is going to be FC, is 4, this term is 6, and this term is 4, plus number of students Now here, this is just a formula, but in our case, A represents F, B represents C, and C represents S. So we can write F intersection C intersection S. If we calculate it, this is going to be 11 plus 15, 26, 26 plus 12, 38. So 38 minus 4 minus 6, that is going to be minus 10, and minus 4, minus 14 will be here, plus number of elements in F intersection C intersection S. So 26 is equal to 38 minus 14, that is 24, plus the number of elements in F intersection C intersection S. Now we can say that the number of elements in F intersection C intersection S is 26 minus 24, that is 2. And on the Venn diagram, this part is 2. This is F, this is C, and this is S. Now we know F intersection S is 4. This region is 4. 2 we have already taken, so remaining 2 will come here. F intersection C is 4. This region is also 4, out of which we have already taken 2, so remaining 2 will come here. The number of students in C intersection S, that is this part, is 6. So 2 we have already taken, therefore remaining 4 will come over here. Now number of students in F is 11. This whole region contains 11 students, out of which 6 we have already written, therefore remaining 5 will come in this region. Number of students in C is 15. This whole region is 15, and we have already considered 8 out of those 15, so remaining are 7. Similarly, number of students in S is 12. This region contains 12 students, out of which we have already considered 8, so remaining 4 will be over here. Now the question says display the information on a Venn diagram. So we have done this whole calculation was done to find this value, because without this value we cannot represent the numbers on a Venn diagram, and we have done this part. Now part B says, hence find the number of students in the woodwind section who can play all of the instruments mentioned. So the students who can play all of the instruments is going to be the intersection of all 3 instruments, that is 2. Only the saxophone. So number of students in saxophone intersection flute prime intersection C prime, that is going to be 4. The saxophone and the clarinet, but not the flute. So saxophone and the clarinet, which is this region, but not the flute. Therefore we need to take this part out, so we'll be left with this part only, that is 4. Saxophone and clarinet, but not flute, is going to be 4. Section 4 says exactly one of the clarinet, saxophone or flute. So exactly 1 is going to be 5 plus 4 plus 7. 5 plus 4 plus 7, that is 16. Let's move on to the next question. In a particular region, most farms have livestock and crops. A survey of 21 farms, so the number of elements in the universal set is 21, showed that 15 grow crops. So number of CR is 15. 9 have cattle. 9 have cattle. So number of CA is equal to 9. 11 have sheep. So number of S is 11. 4 have sheep and cattle. 4 have sheep and CA. 7 have cattle and crops. CA intersection CR. 8 have sheep and crops. S intersection CR. That is 8. 2 have neither animals nor crops. Therefore, animals contain both cattle and sheep. So, number of elements in CR prime intersection CA prime intersection S prime is 2. Therefore, this number over here is 2. Now, let's solve this question with another approach. Let the number of elements in CR intersection CA intersection S be equal to X. So we can say this number is X. Therefore, this number over here will be 7 minus X. This number over here will be 8 minus X. And this number over here will be 4 minus X. Now, the number over here will be 15 minus this minus this minus this. So let's calculate 15 minus 7 minus X minus X minus 8 minus X. So this is going to be 15 minus 7 plus X minus X minus 8 plus X. So this will be 15 minus 7 minus 8 is going to be 0, and this X will cancel this X out. So the remaining part will be X. So here we'll have X. Now, the number of elements over here will be 9 minus 7 minus X minus X minus 4 minus X. So this is going to be 9 minus 7 plus X minus X minus 4 plus X. This X will cancel out. 9 minus 7, that is 2. 2 minus 4, that is going to be minus 2. So X minus 2. So this number over here will be X minus 2. Similarly, this number over here is going to be 11 minus 8 minus X minus X minus 4 minus X, which is going to 11 minus 8 plus X minus X minus 4 plus X. So this X will cancel X. So this x will cancel this x out, and hence 11 minus 8 is 3, and 3 minus 4 is going to be -1. So this is going to be x minus 1. Now from this Venn diagram we can say the sum of all these elements is going to be the number of elements in the universal set, 21. So 21 is equal to x plus 7 minus x plus x minus 2 plus 8 minus x plus x plus 4 minus x plus x minus 1 plus 2. Now we know this x will cancel this one out, this x will cancel this one out, this x will cancel this one out, and we'll be left with 1x only. So 1x is remaining, and 7 minus 2, that is 5, plus 8, that is 13, plus 4, that is 17, minus 1, 16, plus 2, 18. So 21 is equal to x plus 18. Hence x is going to be equal to 21 minus 18, that is 3. So the value of x is 3. Now the question is asking display the information on a Venn diagram. So we have already displayed this information on Venn diagram. Hence find the number of farms with only crops. Therefore section B subsection 1, only crops will be this region, that is x, and we know the value of x is 3. This is our answer. Only animals. So animals is this part, animals is this region over here, and only animals means no crops. Therefore from this region we need to subtract this region. So we will be left with this part, and this part. That will be x minus 2 plus 4 minus x plus x minus 1. This x will cancel this one out, and this is going to be equal to minus 2 plus 4 plus x minus 1. Now substituting the value of x, we get minus 2 plus 4 plus 3 minus 1. So 4 plus 3 is 7, and 7 minus 2 is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. So this number is 4. Subsection 3, exactly one type of animal and crops. So exactly one type of animal and crops will be this region and this region. 8 minus x, 7 minus x. This will be 8 minus x and 7 minus x. So this is going to be 8 plus 7 is 15 minus 2x, which is 15 minus 2 into 3. 15 minus 6, 9. Let's move on to the next question. Survey is conducted regarding the types of cardio equipment used by the 300 members of a fitness club. So there are three types of equipment. One is R, second one is T, and third one is S. From the question, the number of elements in R is 134. The number of elements in T is 92. And the number of elements in S is 144. Now the question says 23 members use rowers and treadmills only. So rowers and treadmills only. So this region has 23 members. So we can write it. 28 members use treadmills and spin bikes only. Treadmills and spin bikes only. So this region has 28 members. 41 members use spin bikes and rowers only. Spin bikes and rowers only. So this region, it says only. So this region has 41 members. Let number of members in R intersection T intersection S be equal to X. So this will be X. Sixty members do not use any type of cardio equipment. Therefore, number of elements in R prime intersection T primes intersection S prime is going to be 60, and this 60 will come over here. From here we can also say the number of elements in R union T union S is going to be the number of elements in the universal set minus the number of elements in R prime intersection T prime intersection S prime, which is going to be 300 minus this term 60, that is 240. Now we know this circle contains 134 members, out of which this many we have already written. So the number here will be 134 minus 23 minus 41 minus x, which is going to be 134 minus 23 minus 41. So this is going to be 70 minus x. So we can write 70 minus x. The number here will be 92 minus 23 minus 28 minus x. So that is going to be 92 minus 23 minus 28. So it will be 41 minus x. So this number is going to be 41 minus x. Similarly, the number here will be 144 minus 28 minus 41 minus x, and this number is going to be 144 minus 28 minus 41. $75 minus x. So this is going to be 75 minus x. Now we know if we add all these numbers in the union set, it is going to be equal to this number. So let's solve. Therefore, number of elements in R union T union S is going to be equal to 70 minus x plus 23 plus 41 minus x plus 41 plus x plus 28 plus 75 minus x. Now we know this term from here, it is 240, and this is going to be 70 plus 23 plus 41 plus 41 plus 28 plus 75 is going to be 278. Now minus x plus x. So this will cancel out this one, and we'll be left with minus 2x. So 2x is going to be 278 minus 240, that is 38, and hence x is equal to 19. So the question says display the information on a Venn diagram. Now let's make another Venn diagram, and this number x is 19, so 19 will come here. 23, 41, 28, 23, 41, 28, and this r, only r will be 70 minus x, that is going to be 51. This is going to be 41 minus 19, so 41 minus 19 is going to be 22. 22, and 75 minus 19 is going to be 56. This term we already know, it is 60. Hence we have displayed the information on a Venn diagram, determine the number of fitness club members who use all three types of cardio equipment. Therefore this is going to be 19. Use exactly two of the three types of cardio equipment. So this is going to be 23 plus 41 plus 28, which is 41 plus 28, 92. Now part C says, what percentage of the fitness club members use rowers but do not use treadmills? Use rowers but do not use treadmills. Therefore 51 plus 41 divided by total number of members. So this is going to be 92 divided by 300, which is equal to 30.67%. So that's it for today. I'll see you in the next session.